IVM.
Hi, Namaskar. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi. Good to see you here, dear friends. Let's begin the journey. And today we are talking of faithfulness versus factfulness. Two interesting words. Let's start looking at it. You know what? Many people ask me, when can you trust someone? How long does it take for you to trust someone? Well, I'll share something with you. Over the years, I've discovered that if I wait to trust people, then I'll have to wait a lifetime. Because I will finally someday know that person is worth my trust. Worth for me to put my faith in that person. All right? It will take a lifetime. So how I begin is that I begin with trust. I begin with faith. Now comes the interesting part. As I begin with faith and trust, then I can give fully to that relationship. And that relationship could be a business relationship. It could be a personal relationship. It could be someone that I just meet on the road and say, hello, how are you? That first smile of mine need not wait for me to trust that person before I let it out. That first hello that I give, that earnestness that I give out to life is not basis the things that I already know about that human being. Now comes the interesting part. Consider that our faith and our trust is not just limited to human beings. It is also limited to scenarios. There are a lot of scenarios which happen around us, and welcome to the present scenario too. It is challenging, isn't it? And even as we step into this challenging scenario, the first thing that comes to us is mistrust. Can I have faith in this? Can I have faith in the fact that I want to make my way out of it? It sounds and looks very doubtful. But imagine if we are going through that day in this life of ours with no trust, no faith in our day. How does it feel, dear friend? It feels pathetic to me. In fact, it drains me out. That I feel that, you know what? I'm being cheated. I'm being duped. I may be cheated. I may be duped by this day. Now, that maybe is just a maybe, but it leaves a seed of doubt in my head. And imagine going through your day, going through your life, which is what your day makes, with doubt. So I begin with trust. I said, listen, I have faith in the fact that I am alive. I have faith in the fact that I have met this person. I have met this scenario. And I will go through it with trust in myself. Now comes the point number 2. What about factfulness? Yes, that's the important one. Please understand. Even as I begin with faith, even as I begin with trust, I keep my eyes and my ears open. Very important, my friend, not to test, but to be aware of what's happening. So even as I begin my relationship with people and situations with trust and faith, my ears and eyes and my senses are open. I'm listening. I'm being aware of what is getting communicated. I'm then looking at, is this person doing what that person said that person will be doing? See, it is a great idea to be open in life, which I love doing. But nobody's asked you to be stupid. So therefore, even as you step into a relationship, step into walking into a new scenario in your life, or even an old one, begin with trust, but keep facts and be aware. Walk in with trust, but be aware of facts. Facts will allow you to not just maneuver your way, but also probably help the other person. Let them know, hey, listen, I began this journey with trust, but you know what? I don't think you're fulfilling on certain things that you promised. And then that person too may have a chance to alter their journey. Many a times in my life, I have gotten into business relationships or personal relationships, which at some point I felt have not worked out. As I see them not working out, I let that other person know, hey, You know what? When we started off, we had these things in mind. But I notice that those things are not being honored. Is there something that I can do for that so that we can restore that trust? Now, such a conversation is typically understood as something which is a difficult conversation, a conversation which, how can I do it? What will it look like? Really, my friends, it's worth it. It's worth much more than just going into something either with distrust or going with blind trust. So I am welcoming you to a journey of faithfulness, having faith in the scenario and people, having trust in the scenarios and people. At the same time, keep your eyes, ears, and senses aware of what's happening around, the facts of life. And as we allow the facts to illuminate us, we will also be able to illuminate not just ourselves, but our co-passengers in this journey of life. Remember, as you remind people that they probably have not been doing what they promised, I promise you they will, many of them will take course correction and make shifts in themselves. So as you shift yourself and others, this journey becomes a great one. Dear friends, I would love to hear your thoughts, how you can begin each journey with trust and ensure that the trust is maintained by everyone. Al Shukran Bandhu, Al Shukran Zindagi. Thank you for walking with me.
I hope you enjoyed that show. I'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Paytm Money and Intel. So, been a really exciting week on the network this week. We've had some really cool stuff. My old friend Vivek Lad was on Storytellers and Storysellers. Definitely do check that out. On Cyrus Said, we had Ashwin Sanghi on Thursday's episode, and Cyrus and myself did a cock and bull, just the two of us. That was fun as well on Monday. Do check that out. Masaba was on Advertising is Dead, which was another really, really strong episode from Varun. And on the sports front, both Edges and Sledges, Football Shitball had some really fun episodes. That's the Football Twaddle. Do check those out as well. And if you haven't been paying attention and you haven't been listening to Smile India in these times, I don't know why you aren't. It's the most uplifting show that you could listen to. It's a short, bite-sized piece of really positive things that happen in India. Do definitely check that out. And with that, we hope to see you again next week.
Remember the last vacation you took? What about the one you took 3 years ago? Okay, how much do you really remember? It's a question I've asked myself often. Over a decade of traveling the world. Hey, I'm Utsav, and I do not travel the world for a living. I have a full-time job and responsibilities, but I have made traveling the world a priority. Priority enough that I negotiate extra leave in my job contracts, obsessively track my frequent flyer miles, and I'm willing to take off at the sight of a cheap ticket. Yes, I am cheap. I have lived and worked in 3 countries. I understand human behavior for a living. And these experiences have given me unique insights into places, people, and culture. With over a decade of travel behind me, I increasingly realized one thing, that we cannot see everything. So whatever we see, we must see deeply. Because as the film of memory decays, the imprints which will stand the test of time are the ones felt by the immersion of the senses, not by fleeting encounters with them. Postcards from Nowhere is an immersion into the world of slow travel, one story at a time. Tune in every Thursday on the IVM Podcasts app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from.